Hello, everybody. It's Sean O'Connell, the managing director here at CinemaBlend, and we have made it to episode 7 of the first season of Big Little Lies. It is the final episode of this season. We made it before the beginning of season 2, and truthfully, as I said in the reaction to episode 6, I don't know how much is going to get resolved in the course of this final episode. There are a lot of storylines at play, and some of them may be held over for season 2, so I'm anxious to press play and figure out what's going on in this last episode, which is titled You Get What You Need. So I'm going to press play. We're going to finish the first season of Big Little Lies together, and while I'm doing that, you're going to go down and hit subscribe. You're going to turn on your notifications, and we're going to figure out what's going on with the ladies of Monterey, because there's some wild stuff that could potentially happen in this final episode of the first season.
Mommy isn't feeling well today, so I'm gonna take you guys to school.
Oh my gosh.
You gonna leave him? He's going away in the morning, so okay. We just have to go to this school gala tonight, and then
Jesus. It's one thing should he kill you, but God forbid you miss a party. You know, your husband is ill, Celeste, but so are you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible your heart aches because the other kids were told not to play with you?
Friends play with me. Josh, Chloe, Sky, and Bella.
Emma Bella Klein plays with you?
Yeah, we're friends. She likes Star Wars too. It's not me who hurts her.
I know, baby.
Who is it?
I promised.
Look, sometimes it is important to keep promises, but other times
No, I promised.
Who did you promise?
Promised Aunt Bella.
You've known all of this time and you've just been taking the blame?
No, we just found out.
Who is it? Ziggy, point to who it is. Really?
I don't know what to do. Well, you have to tell Celeste. She's going to want to hear it directly from you.
What?
This is always the best policy. That's what
I've actually been trying to figure out a way to impress you for a while now. I just haven't had my chance.
Tom.
You're straight?
What?
Tom. I still think you have to tell somebody, Celeste. Beyond your therapist. You have to tell a friend. Oh, God. Well, now I hope it's him that gets killed.
Ziggy told me this morning that apparently it was Max who choked Emma Bell at orientation. And apparently it's been him who's been bullying her all along. Emma Bella told Ziggy, but made him promise not to tell because Max threatened to hurt her more if it got out. So he's just been keeping the secret.
You sure about this?
I mean, I definitely considered that he could be lying just to protect himself.
You're not gonna get in trouble, but you gotta tell me the truth, you understand? We all do bad things sometimes, all right? I can help you with that, but you need to tell me. It's all right, baby. It's all
Finally. I've been to school fundraisers. They're not like...
A message for you. Tracy. Wow, look at that guy.
I don't know anyone called Tracy.
Property manager. Oh, yeah, this guy's really loose. Putting in smoke alarms in the apartment and want to know if they can get access Monday morning. Bye, kids. Love you.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Be
terrified.
good tonight.
Bye, Dad.
Wake up. So did you plan on telling me? Or was that just to discover you gone when I got back from Hawaii?
The latter.
I told you I would get help.
Did you make an appointment?
No, but I will. I promise you.
It's too late. It's all too late. It wasn't Ziggy Chapman, it was Max.
How do you know?
Because I asked him and he admitted it, and Josh said it was true.
And I will talk to Max tomorrow morning before I leave for the airport.
And what are you going to say to him? It's not the way a man should treat a woman, that men should never hit women. Come on. Is it any wonder that it was him?
The boys have never seen anything.
You don't know that. And if they haven't seen it, they've heard it. They know what their father does to their mother.
I know I have this madness, these fucking demons in here. But I'm fighting them. I'm fighting them.
You're losing.
I'm saying, come on, Celeste, you can do it. He's gonna change. You've got to stay. It's gonna be good for the kids. You stay for them. And now I have to leave. I have to leave for them. And you know I do.
Ready for the big night.
You guys look...
Baby.
Sorry.
Madeline's unfaithfulness. Destroying her from the inside. No, dude, no. Don't go. No, dude.
Cheated on Ed.
What?
I cheated on Ed. It was a long time ago, but I feel like a horrible person. I'm a liar. I'm a fucking fake.
It's amazing how all of these storylines are coming to a head at this point. Wow. This whole season has been so well orchestrated.
I just found out today.
Honey, Amabella pointed right at Ziggy.
No, because she was frightened of him, of Max.
Tell more people,
What did you guys
Celeste.
talk about?
Nothing.
Gosh, oh my gosh, the tension of this episode. Maybe I'd sound good with background singers.
How's the world treating you?
I need you to take the boys now to this address that I'm going to give you. Yes, right now.
I really underestimated what a compassionate soul you are.
Oh, come on, let's not
But I was just
overpraise
watching
Renata
my
here.
Celeste, can I talk to you?
No,
We'll go back to the car.
I'm not coming back with you.
Celeste,
No. I think she just needs a minute.
I appreciate your concern, but I'm talking to my wife, not you. Celeste, let's just go now. We have to talk about it.
No, I'm not coming home with you. So just don't do this in front of everyone. Do you understand? I'm not.
What? Come on, no. 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 How? What?
Oh my God.
Okay. That answers that.
To kick me again, and I think that's when he must have taken a step back and he fell.
Turn it off. I'm so sick of these fucking lies.
I got up.
It wasn't an accident. The husband, when he got violent with the wife, he didn't trip and fall. He was bushed.
have a secret. A shared secret that has to stay buried. Let's start with the really good. That's an expertly crafted show with incredible performances by the entire ensemble. And while I argued with you guys that all of the storylines would not be resolved in one final episode, I was wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong. Like it showed you the murder in the first episode and waited until the second half of the last episode to get to the scene of the crime. And one of the things that Big Little Lies did so expertly is that right up until the very end, when it became pretty clear that Perry was going to be the one who gets killed, there was enough tension being wrung out of all of these other tangential, smaller relationships that they still felt like they could have swung one way or the other, but there was just too much weight pressure on the Celeste-Perry relationship, and that had to come to a head. And the way that they stretch it out, like it's just Ed chooses the perfect song to just stir up Madeline's insides and make her feel so guilty for her betrayal. Right up until they go up on stage, Ed is still having a confrontation with Nathan and putting Bonnie in the middle of it. And it's just super uncomfortable, right? It all came to a head in this powder keg of a community where everybody's, everyone's got their issues. Everyone's got their secrets. And you knew that it was going to sort of be an explosive finale. Because even when we get to that point, like Celeste's situation, just seeing her bunched up on the bathroom floor, cowering in fear, was just a gut-wrenching. This is a deeply emotional show. This is a heartbreaking show. And it raises a couple of interesting points about, is violence part of your DNA? Or is it, are the twins, essentially, is Max, the boy who's treating Amabella wrong, is it because he's absorbing the culture of the environment that he's in? Is it nature versus nurture, right? And I don't know if the show makes a conclusion, if it comes to a conclusion on it, but it's interesting alone that it brings that up and tries to even go down that route. Let's get to what bugs me. Man, I hate coincidences. I can't. They're the worst thing. That it's the smallest sliver that will separate an iconic show from a very good show. And you can't tell me that Perry is Ziggy's dad. You can't tell me that somehow he met Jane when on a business trip, let's say, right? Wherever she was living previously, and raped her, and she has a child, and then she moves to his hometown and befriends his wife. It's too coincidental. I can't. I mean, that's what the show's telling us, is it not? That's what the show. I mean, we've seen a couple of instances where Jane has force projected the identity of her attacker onto other people, but I believe that the show's conclusion is trying to tell us that Perry is Ziggy's father, and that was the look shared between Jane and Celeste, that Celeste realized it also, and that's what triggered the physical confrontation, and that's what, and ultimately it's convenient that Perry gets swept under the rug and out of the picture, because it's his existence continued to be a huge problem for Jane and Celeste, and now they don't have to deal with it. I hate that. And that's gonna really hurt me in thinking of Big Little Lies, as spectacular as the cast is, and how for 98% of it, how great the writing was. Really great fleshed out characters, really intriguing storylines for them to explore, really difficult subject matter that these amazing actresses gave really great credence to. That's a bad. Oh, I hate coincidences like that when they're mapped out that way. Narrative coincidences. Okay, you could tell me that Perry met Jane on a business trip. You can tell me that he seduced her and then got way too physical and raped her, and I'm fine with all that. But when you tell me that Jane moved away from her hometown and landed in his hometown without knowing who he is, it's not like she was pursuing him. This is a random coincidence. She lands in his hometown, and not just does she land in his hometown, her kid goes to the same school as his twins, and then she befriends his wife. That's man, I hate that. I hate that if that's what this show is trying to say. I don't know who Meryl Streep plays in season 2. I think I read someplace that she's associated with Perry somehow. So we'll find out. Go down to the comments. Let us know what you've thought about the Big Little Lies reaction series. Only 7 episodes, not too bad. A great story and amazing performances. Obviously an Emmy-winning story. And we finally got to the big conclusion. We made it to the fundraiser, to trivia night, the lethal trivia night. And we figured out who the dead body was. And we know now collectively who the murderers are. Not murder, self-defense. Bonnie was absolutely acting in Celeste's best interest and getting rid of a huge problem for the entire show. So go down to the comments. We want to hear everything from you guys about what you thought about the whole first season of Big Little Lies and the reaction video series. I can't wait to interact with you guys in the comments. While you're down there, of course, hit the subscribe button. And while you're hitting subscribe, turn on your notifications. You'll get that bell that'll go off every time we post a new video here at CinemaBlend. And you guys can jump down in the comments and interact with me as I always sort of like to jump down there and go back and forth with everybody, as you saw on the Big Little Lies video series. So thanks again for watching this reaction series to season 1.